All right, what's good with y'all? I'm back in this junk. But going down the YouTube rabbit hole again, I've been seeing there's always like videos of why guys like struggle with women and this and that. And there's always like height, looks, like my beard, my like this, my that, something's too small, something's too big. It's just always this bullshit. And logically, I mean that's like maybe an objective view that probably is like maybe like realistic to a degree. Like I'm not. You don't even know that, like what the woman's thinking in her head when she rejects you. But I mean, like whatever. That's one. But the second thing is that like if you like are living in the year like 2024 and you have said traits and someone else found them attractive in the past, like to reduce them to now. I'm not saying that will work, but it's like I mean, someone would like that. But the point I'm trying to get into is that a lot of guys, they're just like nice guys. They don't have like the inner I don't know if it's inner strength or like charisma or like what, but they don't. They're just nice guys. I've observed this. Like I've observed this in myself and other people, and of course everyone talks about this. Oh, I used to be a nice guy, or blah blah blah. And it's probably been every guy like alive right now like had some like nice guy traits that got him like burned or learned a lesson with a woman. Like and the nice guy traits. It's not just about like oh woman like the bad boy and the bad boy turns on or blah blah blah. The problem with the nice guy traits is a nice guy when you have like the nice guy traits. I mean, or when you're fundamentally a nice guy. So let's not even say what you're saying. You're just fundamentally a nice guy. It's like something about you is like blocking you from like getting what you want. Like that, and that's just anything in life, really. Like if you're like, so let's put it like this: the nature of a nice guy is to put other people's interests before his own, but not necessarily interest. You could say maybe even like deeper well being. That's like the nature of a nice guy. So it's almost like if someone's like bullying you and it's like they're clearly doing wrong to you, you don't want to hurt them because you don't want to put that onto them. So you're like being nice. And some people be like, oh, you're being weak, which is true, which also goes back to the thing I'm trying to make with the woman. But yeah, the point I'm making is you're not trying to but the other thing I'm trying to say with that is when you're like a nice guy, you're not like acting, and so like that's the other. So part of the thing with the nice guys, you probably don't have of why nice guys struggle with women, and why you're struggling with women like consistently because you're being a nice guy. You don't have the traits to like, not necessarily just approach a woman and take action on a woman, but like the traits to like to maybe take action into the world. And like I said, we all have these problems. Like I'm like everyone talks about someone's used to be a nice guy, and we all take L's in life, and if it's business or whatever or relationships, blah blah blah. But the point I'm making is that's probably what it is. Because what I'm really trying to say is that like there's always a type of guy that not like looks like. I'm not saying there's like the worst guy is like getting woman, but I'm saying like you don't have to necessarily be this like perfect like guy to get woman. And even if you are a perfect guy and you're struggling with woman, it's probably because you have nice guy traits, like 100%. Like there's a lot of things that could be wrong with someone. But think of it like this: there's people that are like narcissists and psychopaths that can pull chicks. And it's not just because they're bad boys or like they're manipulating women. It's just they had part of their personality is allowing them to like go out and get what they want and do what it takes to get what they want. Even though, so like, yeah, they might be like immoral how they're stomping on people and like doing maybe manipulating them, but those traits that they have where they're not like they're concerned with getting what they want. They don't even so yeah. So I'm not saying like you have to be like cold and not have an emotion, but the point I'm making is that like from a logical perspective, they're getting what they want because they're not being nice and they're taking what they want and not and they're putting their own interests first, really. And even when it pertains to a relationship, which is why they get what they want. And I'm not even saying that like from like a lot of people might think when you say like get girls, it's always from the perspective like you walk up to a chick and you talk to her and you like prove to her why she would want you. But I'm even talking about the state of being as a person, like which is important because the part of it is attracting women. If you don't have like that, it's like you don't have that part of your personality where you would like go out and like I'm getting too close where you would go out because you're too much of a nice guy. You wouldn't go out and take action to get what you want, or even if the opportunity came, you still wouldn't take action on it because you're too nice. That's like part of it. I'm trying to think of a story in my own life where I've like done something like that. Cause I know there has been one. Like I'm thinking of it recently, but I can't like off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't really think off the top of my head. But I mean, I just wish I could right now. But anyway. That's really what that's really what it comes down, and that's why nice guys don't win. Really, it's not just fundamentally being like nice is the problem. It's like the traits that come with it aren't. They're not correlated with winning. That's really what it really comes down to. It's like nice is like playing fair and not like going all out. You're not really trying to go for the kill. You're not trying to take it home. It's just being too nice. And then when I say kill, I'm not trying to be like in any type of way crazy like that. But that's really what it just comes down to. You just can't like win like that. And what inspired me to make this and talk about this, because I was watching this video. Like there's all these videos on YouTube of guys like, I'm blanking so many years and I haven't had a girlfriend in life. And all the guys, they seem like, I'm not saying that's the only problem that they're nice guys. It's like, they could be like, maybe they could hit the gym and, of course, like just all the attraction things they could do. But I mean, like that's even part of it. Like you don't have the party personality where you would like change that and recognize that and like put power into yourself. It's like, it's probably, it goes deeper into like a mindset thing. Like you're not trying to like put yourself in give yourself the best leverage and advantage, because like maybe you're too nice. Like I don't know if that's a subconscious thing, but it's like that's the problem with a nice guy. You're not doing everything you can. Like when you think of someone that like absolutely wants to win, they will do everything it takes. And so I'm like, I don't know, I'm just thinking about basketball like Michael Jordan for right now, but I'm thinking like someone like him, like I'll do everything it takes for his training, dieting, like waking up early, everything it takes to win. So I'm not being nice. It's not about, at that point, it's not about being nice or like, or good or bad or whatever. It's just about like, I want it so bad. I'm not even thinking about being nice. I'm coming to take. And that's probably the mindset you have to have to win. What is the mindset? That's what winners typically have. But the same thing applies. Like, just saying I'm talking about women. Like, like I was saying, I just watched all these videos. I don't have this and that. And of course, I didn't watch all of them because these are long videos. And like, I'm not about to sit and watch like everyone's 20-minute like account. But I mean, like, just looking off the, like, what are those things called when someone has the picture of the video on it, whatever, not the, you know what I'm talking about, though, the little headshot thing for the video, it just came up. You know what, it has the title on the picture, but yeah. And that's like everyone. If I think of anyone I know that has, but that's the thing, though. I'm not saying, like, as soon as you get, if you're not, like, a bad boy, you're automatically going to get woman. I'm not saying that, but, like, if you're a bad boy, you most likely have got some woman in the past because you have traits to, like, go after what you want in the world. And like, even with myself, like, I'm like, because you could be the type of person, like, you get but that's the thing, though. That's the point I was making before. I'm thinking all this shit I'm talking. Sometimes maybe the problem is, like, being fundamentally a nice guy, like, which is the problem. I know it sounds, like, crazy. But, like, it might, like, something to be turning women off. Because, like, I'm saying the attraction thing, too. Because, like, it's not just about you going after them, but, like, them coming after you. And there's something about you that's like, no, I'm not going to fade him. And this is something that's being, like, objective. Like, an objective look. Like, just being honest at, like, men. Because everyone always says, like, muscles and everything. This is, like, a different look. Almost, not, like, spiritual, but almost like an inner... Like, we're doing inner work right now. We're trying to look on the insides of ourselves. And get this done. But, it's a light span right there. All right, there it is. But yeah, it's like inner work for the inner work video. So, but I was saying the thing about fundamentally being a nice guy, in a fundamental sense, like there might be like traits about you that are like deep and dormant within you that are like nice guy traits. So like, like I feel like if I've had this myself, to be honest, like like this is one story I had. Like this is, I mean, I didn't even take the L, but like this is like, I mean, one time I was on a chick with a date. I mean, I was on what the fuck I just say? I was taking a chick on a date. What the fuck I just said before that? And it was like, and I really had no money on me at the time. Like I was just completely broke. But it's like, she got to a point where she was trying to like, and when I planned it, it was planned with the intent I wasn't going to spend money because it was like some event that was like a free event. But of course, like, oh, I got to get food and blah, blah, blah. Because it's like a whole like thing of like venues and whatever, vendors and like in restaurants down the whatever. And like part of, like, I'm not saying paying for some shit is like wrong, but the point I'm making is that like, even though, and this was the first date, so even though I just met this person and I had no money even for myself at the time, like to fend for myself, there was a part of me that like, wanted to pay for it. And that's like the nice guy shit I'm talking about, like that's in you, like but that's the thing. I didn't pay for it because I didn't have the money, but I wonder if I did, would I have? And the answer is probably no. But even the thought of it, I mean, I'm saying if I had like tons of money at the time, then yeah, I mean, maybe I would have, but even then, I don't know, cause like that wasn't part of like what originally was planned. This is like her thing. I want to get food type. But the point I'm making is that you see the point I'm making is that like the dormant traits you have, and I didn't even finish the end of the story, but you can honestly see where the end of it's going. Like it kept going, and I didn't pay for blah blah blah, but I didn't get what I wanted out of it anyway. But the point I'm making, but that's not even the point. That's just one part of the point I'm making is that like I probably had like dormant traits of like nice guy traits inside of me at the time, even though I didn't act on that and pay for the shit and like display that whatever on the first date and whatever blah blah blah. It's just that like I had traits that were holding me back at that particular time that was like were holding me back from getting what I wanted out of it, which I was trying to hit. But I mean, like besides that, and whatever else I would have wanted like long term, it's like in that moment I was trying to hit because he was kind of thick type shit, so I was trying to get it right in the moment. But besides that, it's like I'm saying like it opened me up to realize I probably have like these dormant like nice guy traits. It's like I was like tested in a moment. So I ain't explain the whole story. So I ain't gonna run the whole thing down. But it's like in the moment I was tested, and it just made me realize that it was like shit. Because I was like, even though I had no money, as a part of me that was still thinking that. And some people think that's like a like excuse me, what am I was gonna say? Like a I'll just say benevolent, maybe a benevolent part of masculinity don't want to pay. Like it is, but like at the same time, it's not. Because I mean, like I'm not sure anything would have went if she probably would have started seeing me a different light. I would have paid for that. And not saying it would have been like a bad thing, but I would have been like probably like set the frame like going in a direction I wouldn't have wanted it to go in the beginning. But anyway, someone could apply that. It's already 11 minutes. Someone could apply that of the whole. You're already like your state of like being a nice guy to begin with, of why then struggling with women really, because like you just have to. But that's just something you just have to observe in yourself and ask yourself. Like, are you like? But you don't even have to be a woman. It could be applied to like jobs and everything else in life. Like, are you like just a nice guy going through life? I had to like ask myself that, and like sometimes yes. Like some people say, "Oh no, I'm an asshole." A lot of people say, but even that's the thing though. Am I really being an asshole, or is it me just being my own self interest? Like it's my life, and I'm not like I like threw dirt on you. I'm just doing my own thing, and now I'm an asshole. But that's what I'm saying. Like the nice guy traits hold you back, and even the little bit. I'm not saying I don't know. I'm not trying to like scale like what bad boy traits I have, but I mean like why I've been able to have like the success I've had with women is not because I was willing to pursue it and go after it. And you could say other things like maybe I'm tall and like attractive, blah blah blah, like still. But even the fact that I had to pursue sometimes, that's like a large part of it. So like, not pursue, but like a part of me, like my personality that was willing to go after. I wasn't willing to sit and be nice and just like kind of sit with a flower and whatever. But I was like willing to go after it, and so that's like another thing. But that's really that. I guess the moral of this in the lesson and what to be worked on is to work on yourself and ask yourself, are you a nice guy? Like, do you have internal nice guy traits that are stopping you from getting what you want in life? And maybe pertaining to this video in this whole space, which would be woman. But I'll catch you on the flip. Please.